All right, we are back now. Now, the other video, I had a lot of trouble with the header files. Now, coming from a C# background in JavaScript, separation into the H and the CPP files, wow, that is something else. But I did find the answer right after that video. I was too curious, and while my laptop was charging, I did a few searches on my phone. I'm going to show you that search just so you know what the results I got. So, I had no idea how to structure these things. This has to have all of the little functions and methods and variable names and members and all that stuff. Now I know why some people say the header files need to go away in C++. I think this is, I guess when you get used to it, it's not bad. But coming from someone from other languages that's done OO, object-oriented programming, yeah, this is kind of insane. It's, I think it's tedious, and I don't know why you have to do that if it's just left over from C or something. But I think I don't know. Maybe they could work on that instead of adding some other features. I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. It seems unnecessary, but I guess the way it works inside, maybe they'd have to redo something critical or something, and you know they don't want to. Or maybe there's some big advantage that I don't even know about. So it could be that too. So, but my initial thoughts are, yeah, I don't like it. But but I know what to do now. But let me show you the actual. Oh, I gotta turn on my whatchamacallit, my Wi-Fi. Oh shoot! Turn on my hotspot. All right. And then after seeing this result, I went and consulted an old C++ book from 2003, and there it was, plain as day. Now I'm thinking, what, did I just not read that chapter or something? Which I wasn't looking at that book to begin with in my learning C++. I was doing another book. I think it was like Professional C++ from back with 2011. But I don't remember. It didn't say, unless I read over it. I'll have to look at it later, but my dog's sleeping on it right now, so I can't get to it. Okay, so this is all definitely wrong. Let me show you this query I did. Go to Firefox. Just to show you how a senior developer would do the research. Okay, here it is. Okay, type this out. So it is C++, broke out files into classes, and now they can't be seen. So I did that. See what pops up. So I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. This right here. This clued me in. You must add and include direct blah blah blah. Okay, I already knew that. Okay. Yeah, see this? Class definition interface and member function declaration should be in the header file. So every one of them has to be in there. All class member functions should be in the source file using the scope resolution. I had no idea about that. I mean, I remember seeing it, but I was wondering. I actually brought that up, I think, at one point. Why you would have that outside of the class. Now I know what's going on with that. But this one, it should have some, instead of these methods, it should have some members too, so you can actually see it. Pragma once at the top of your header file. See, I thought it came underneath the includes. I already know that. But this, I thought I had another page, but this right here. But I looked it up in the book. What book was that? The C++ Pocket Reference. And there it is. I mean, exactly it. But, yeah, that's it right there. Let me see that. Oh, who knows? They got so many of these little PDF sites that some of them are rip-offs. They want to... Yeah, this is it right here. So if you go right here, what was it under? Yeah, program structure. This is it right here. And this describes it here. Well, that's the use of it, but right here, header files. This right here, I knew exactly what it was as soon as I read this. Definitions for variables and static data members for the difference between declarations and definitions. Definitions for functions, except those defined as template functions or inline functions. And that was it right there. Everything goes in that. This uses the old if not defined. So I guess I could put the pragma once up here, or actually in the header file, wherever that was. But yeah, that was it. So public, private. So this is the constructor. So I got to put all that in there. And then each source file. Yeah, this right here. See, this is so foreign to like a C# or maybe even Java. I haven't done a lot of Java. I've only played with that. Well, this would be some. Oh, what about Rust? Does Rust have to do that too? Surely not, since it's newer. Huh. Anyway, maybe it would break so much code that they can't change that. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, that's what I looked up, so I think I know what to do now. Oh, while I'm here, I saw on Coding Jesus's channel that, what did he recommend? It was, I think, learning C++. I think that was it. Learn CPP. So he recommended this to some of the people. Let me, this. What do we got here? A bunch of stuff here. Who knows what this stuff is? No idea. Let's block it. Clean talk. I don't know what that is. I don't want it. And let's lock that. Whoops. Actually, it turned it off. Reload. All right. Looks like, what is it doing? Is it trying to block me? Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to do the whole thing. You know what? I might, in my Learn C++, maybe I'll go through here. Do I have to have an account for this? Let's see. Looks like a lot of, I mean, I don't need super basics on like data and values because I'm already a programmer. I need very specific C++ stuff. Okay, here, functions and files. Header files. Let's see what it says here. Blah, 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 yeah, blah. I think this could be a lot simpler here. Because this needs to be said. You got add CPP, main CPP here. So this is the alternative. You could just forward declare from another CPP file instead of bringing in an H file. Yeah, okay. So that's pretty good. So I think there's a lot of reading in this though. So I probably won't do that online. Or maybe I should do that, and that way people can kind of go through it with me. Maybe I'll do that as a series. I'll do that. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to what we're doing here. So I have got to. Okay, I'm gonna. This probably ain't a good idea, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. So this just has main. So in my game age, I have to transfer all this stuff over. So let's see this. So now I'm going to have to do, I wonder if I should change these to strings. So all of this. Right there. To that. And then don't forget our comment. Game age. Oh, where is it? Keys. There. Then we got run game. Void run game. Run game and game cycle. Is that it? Just like that? I don't need these little curlies, do I? So just like that. Let me see. Yeah, I don't need no curlies on that. So just that. Um, game cycle and initialize game. There. See, if you just put it at the end and you press Control C, it just copies up to here, I believe. Let's see if that's correct. So if I do it right here, let me see if it copies up to the cursor there. No, it copies the whole line. Oh, I got miscellaneous. Yep. Keys, Control C. There. That. And then game and start. I already had start. So inside. So I wonder if we're going to need that. This is for game. That's another thing I don't know about. If you put it all in one file, do you still have to do it in the other file? Probably should do it for each. Hmm. I'm going to go with this and see. So we got that. And then in the CPP. So in the CPP, we got to totally restructure this because now we don't use this. We use that as a namespace or a scope resolution operator. So, okay, how does that go? So that would be what? Game. Whoops. Yeah, game. That. man, what did I do? Oops, I did the wrong one. There. Get rid of that. Well, talk about being way off on everything. This was a doozy here. Okay, game. Okay, why is this out here? Oh, that's right, I'm not in a class anymore. Okay. So I don't need the public anymore, right? Because that's all in the other one. But this is how you learn if you're some junior in college. You should be making a lot of mistakes. You tend to remember stuff after that when you're grinding on something and you're just spinning your wheels and all of a sudden you figure it out. Tend to remember it. Also, if you're not doing your own little projects, you need to be. You should be doing something. See, when I grew up, it was in the late 70s, early 80s when home computers were around. The Ataris. I had the Atari 800, had a Commodore 64. My sister had a VIC 20. And you turn it on and it would come up to a basic prompt. So you just learned basic. Programmed it. Usually we were doing like Dungeons and Dragons character creation programs that would just print it to the screen. Because you didn't have disk drives. Disk drives were more than the computer was. And they were, just as big. But we didn't have a disk drive. We had a cassette recorder or cassette drive. But that's how you did it. It hooked it up to a TV. Okay, so I think this is right now. Run game, game cycle. I got all that in there. Let's see, so when I call these, do I still need to put the scope resolution in there? I'm thinking not because I'm already in that class. Okay, but I am going to have to do something with that probably. Fog of war. Because that would have to have, I may have to throw those in there. Okay, let me do this one. H here. I'm going to take this out. Also in the H, let's see. So I need to put that pragma once. But if I'm going to try this by doing just one header file and see if that works. Okay. We'll see. All right, so I need just about everything. There. That. probably can't do that. I don't know. We'll see. And then protected. Okay. I just got 2 of them. And then just fog of war. Oh wow, I pressed Alt and and 1 on the keyboard and it made a little happy face. Yeah, that should have been my character. Huh. I need to do that. What's 2? Oh, that's for 3. Oh, there we go. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I need to make a card game. 7, 8, 9. Okay. No asterisk. None of those. What about M? No. It's just Alt. Oh, okay. So you hold down Alt, you press like 33, and it's a red. Ooh, I got an idea for all this. Alt 66. And then you release Alt and it shows the thing. This reminds me of the old home computers where you could do that. Like on the Commodore 64, you had these little characters printed on the front of the keys. That's what all those little ANSI characters were. Oh, that's pretty cool now. So you just hold down Alt, press like 1 4 for 14, release Alt, and there's the musical note. Ooh, this is cool. It's like when I was a kid. This is so neat. You guys got to try this. Hey, comment below if you already knew this. I can't believe I'm 55 years old and I'm just now figuring this one out. That was a cool one. What was it, 19? A double, a double. That could be like a really bad monster. The double exclamation. Okay, that's enough of that. So, okay, we got this. What else? I think that was it. I think it was. That's it for that one. So our header file there. World reference. That makes me want to put a reference up here too. Let's go ahead and do that. That's what I wanted to begin with. Whoops. Drank too much milk. Okay, let's go to entity. Ooh, got 3 in here. Oh, I tell you what, when I worked as a software engineer, it used to perturb me when people would put multiple classes inside one file because you wouldn't know where it was. Because usually you have one class per file, but people would put several files or several classes in one file, and you'd have to go hunt it down. It's like, why are you doing this? Anyway, yeah. So it's better just to have them in one file. I am so breaking a rule here. Just from a readability standpoint. It's when you get hundreds of thousands of lines of code and You got to go hunt through all these, 1,000 files. I mean, come on. You don't want hidden classes in there. Just put them out into their own file. Of course, when you're doing your own stuff, just do what you want. But all right, what am I doing? Entity CPP. All right, we got a bunch of stuff here. I wonder if yeah, I guess I still have to put that in there, don't I? Oh, look at that. This is a struct, but I had class in this one. What was going on with that? Why did? Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to redo the other one. I left the class structure in there. So I wonder if you can. I guess you can mix all the structs and all that. I've always been kind of a rebel when it comes to all the rules and everything. Like not using goto. I just feel like people don't understand it anyway. It's scoped to the function. Your functions are usually small. It's not like you have, thousands of lines. If you do, you need to go ahead and refactor that and break it out into classes. But not using a goto, just I think people have never, that's something you had to do with the early home computers, or even in assembler when you use jumps. That's what you're doing. Now there was a go sub also, but go sub returned. Go to a subroutine and then it returned. The go to didn't return. So that was that. But anyway, it reminds me of that Perl keyword. I think it's a redo right in the middle of a loop. That was so cool the first time I seen it. Because after you run an iteration, you could say redo and it would go back in time and rerun that one it just did. Totally awesome. Never seen that before. Never seen it since, actually. I don't think any other language has it that I know of. But yeah, first time I saw that. I saw it in my blackjack game I did. Because I did blackjack in Perl, Go, Ruby, and Python. I was comparing languages to pick one that I would kind of learn more about. I ended up going with Ruby, but when that Perl, oh my gosh, that was so cool. Redo. That was awesome. Okay, enough of that. Also, the regular expressions in Perl, oh yeah, super good, super awesome. I think most of the languages ended up copying from Perl. But, all right, I'm going to shut up now. So, let's get these. These go in player. Oh, man. Why am I always yawning? There. Okay, so these are going to be public. These are private. We got a protected here. So let's do this. Initialize player. Copy that. There. Actually, I kind of like it out here, and then kind of like that. I think it stands out a little better. I kind of like it like that. So like that, and then you move all these out. I like that. That way you can scan that left line. There's nothing in the way here. But I mean, I don't know. It just looks good. You can still read it though. Either way, do it how you want. Let's do that. That looks good. Now say I got to change this one and take all this out. I don't need that. Don't need that. Get all this out of there, all this junk. All the junk. Get that out. Have you ever seen that? I can't remember what the name of that is, but it's an oddball bracing style. But it's a real one. I can't remember what it is, though. What it's named. There. What's the name of this fog of war? Copy that. But in C++'s defense, I do like that there's not a lot of noise in the source file, in the implementation. You don't have any of your variables and stuff, but you do have to go look over here. We're going to need a lot more than that. But I think I'm going to break screen out. Anyway. I think it's something I might be able to get used to. All right. Player, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot that, didn't we? Public entity. Oh, entity here. Slice player. There should be these here too. Side here. And monster. All right, we don't need this. Don't need this anymore. Slice player. Rid of that. Okay, dokie. That world. Alrighty. Whoops. Did it again. Alright. Alright, how do I get end that's on the number 1? Oh, numlock. There we go. All right, this one. All right, that's driving me nuts. Let's doing that. All right, that doesn't change anything, does it? We could do that. No. Here. Okie dokies. Well, that's a bit of silence. Let's see. Ah, come on. Really? Yeah, I'm one of those people that always presses Control S a lot. Copy that. See, now I'll press it and save it. It's almost like every edit that I do it. Okay, got that. Okay, so we don't need public anymore. Here, close out. World and get world ref here. Okay, so we got that done. Let's see what errors we got now. Because now we need to go back through and get our dependencies in. Hook that up. um, okay, we could try that. Should we do that? Should we go ahead and put a reference in there? That way we can just return a reference. I think it automatically does it though. I don't think we put the ampersand, the address of operator, I think. I remember that you're supposed to use it just like you would a variable, a regular one. Might be wrong. But this cannot be null now. I know that. So maybe we shouldn't. Hmm. Um, Could just make a null object. Or use a pointer instead. You know what you could do? Could just make them all in game and then grab the references from game. Hmm. What would we need? Fog of War. Oh, here they are right here. Looks like I was already doing that. Yeah, we don't use entity ref. Can't even do that anyway. Can't do entity. I don't know that we need the player in here though. Yeah, I guess we'll need it. So we don't need that anymore. So fog of war. We need that. Let's see here. But oh, over screen and screen. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's see. We don't need to. Yeah, we do need that, I think. No, we don't. I don't think we need this anymore. We're going to take that out. We're just going to get it from game. Let's see, we don't need was created either. We're going to use that in game. We don't need this anymore. There. There. World. Don't need any of these. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got on that. It's cleaned up a lot. I know that. Let's see, build. What's our build script looking like? I don't have that. Okay. Got all that. We don't need the echo off. We can look at it. Okay. World, entity, fog of war, blah, blah, blah. See, these are mostly all dependencies from what I can see. Except for this, we got that Sable error. Oh, man. What is that? Oh, it's game age. All right. Game age. That's that same old error there, the reference. And I think it's because you can't have a null reference or unassigned or whatever that is. So let's do this for now. That, that, that. See what happens there. CPP. Okay. That. Scroll all the way back up. Player ref unknown override specifier. Game H.5, same old stuff. Number 5, player world ref. Do I not have? Oh, crap. What am I doing here? Let's see. Okay, maybe I do need to put the header files here too. So if that's the case, I don't even need them here then. So I would do world fog of war entity. Let's see, world fog of war entity here. Copy that. But I don't understand why you're doing the include guard if you have to do it on every one of them anyway. So maybe that's not needed. Maybe that's not the problem then. That doesn't make sense to me. Here. Or maybe you can't have just all of that. I don't know. That. So game.h here. Player. Player's not an abstract class. Oh, I didn't put the constructor in. May not even need the initialized player. You just put all that in the constructor. Okay. But if we start over like on a restart, we would use that. Oh, man. All right, same old stuff. 20. Game H. Did I use override in these? Oh, wait, I never put them in here. See, I did it in monster, but I never did it in player. End up finding bugs that you weren't even looking for. Okay, so now game CPP 1. Oh man. Okay, did I need these? Guess I did. Player rep. Alright, maybe I do. So now we got one. So game CPP. Oh, I gotta use the scope on that too. That what it is? Are you serious? That is crazy. Huh. Okay. Wait, did you hear a hmm? So who was that? Is it like a Siri or something? That was nuts. It was like a female voice that said, hmm? Even my dog heard it. Did you hear it, Twiggers? I heard it too, Bubba. Oh, I heard it too. All right, hold on. Look out, Boo Boo. Sit down. Hey, don't go crazy. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Don't hit buttons. Okay, wait. I'm trying to finish this up. Okay, so let me do that. So let's do CLS. All right, back to game. Okay, one. Game is not a class or namespace name. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't declare the namespace. Man. So I gotta wrap the class in the namespace, don't I? Oh, my goodness. So game, is that what it is? Is that what I'm doing? I thought we just had to have the class name. And then here. Do I still need that? Hmm. And 5 CPP. Or maybe I don't need it there? Oh, wait. Do this. Yeah, because that wouldn't be for variables or anything. Hmm. Identifier G, where's that at? Oh, okay. Game. I have no idea what it's talking about there. What is handle keys here? Do I need this go? So I do need that in. Is that even in that? Handle keys. Should be in game. Yeah. Game cycle. Sleep is probably what? Standard IO? Probably. Still the same thing, game. Huh. Do I need the namespace? I mean, it doesn't seem to have helped. Unless you have the same member names or something in the. Well, I thought I had this, but I guess I don't. Oh man. Oh. Hmm. 'Cause I didn't think you'd need this if you're in the file, you're in one of the methods there. What happened to this? What happened to start? My label's gone. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, that's because this was in the middle of all of this. See, restart here. And then inside miscellaneous, or this is the restart here. Initialize miscellaneous. So that'll be reset to false. So we don't need to go to start anymore. Oh, shoot. Okay. And I don't have to add the namespace in here, do I? Because I'm not getting the error on 1 anymore. It's the same error, though. Handle keys. But is this supposed to be the namespace or the class name? All right. Twig, are you going to throw up? I hope not. Is that ER or no? Okay. Class struct, enum class, blah, blah. I see. So I don't need the namespace then. Math, so I do that. Now math add, okay. Person, public speed by person. Okay, so that doesn't even matter. That's there, okay. Oh, just a regular one there. Okay. I see. C++ has the same kind of stuff, but it's almost like it's used totally different than other languages. So this was not needed. So it appears that I am right back to where I started, not knowing what is going on. Oh, it's frustrating. Maybe that one commenter was right when he said good luck on one of my learning C++ videos. Uh, okay, there we are with line number 1. Here we go. Yay. What does it say? So game is not a class or namespace name. Come on. Really? How can it not be? I mean, it's right here. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I know what's happening. I just had an idea. I think I need to put the include in the CPP file. Include my own game.h. $27. 27 of what? Game.h? Oh, yeah, we gotta have 132 on that. All right, so I'm starting to see that everything has to be in its individual ones. So this doesn't look like it's gonna work here. Because I've included all these, but it appears that each file is gonna have almost like its own scope. So it's kind of like the includes. But why do you have to define them, do the include guard if you have to? I mean, if you got three classes that include the same file, why should I have to do them on each one? Why can't I just do it one time? Okay, I think because when you give your list of files to the compiler, it's doing each one individually, and then it's linking each one. That's why, I think. So, back to the drawing board. We do not need this. We do not need caverns.h. Yeah, I don't even need it. All we need is game, really. So, well, we do because we need game. The rest of this can go in game. So let's move these into game. Or game H. Like that. Oh, we don't need this. What do we have in game H? Do we have those four? 1, 2, 3. Let's put, I don't think I need the other one either. Definitely don't need any of these except what game. So we use that one. That's all we need. But that's what's weird. I mean, if I got to define it in all those times and we need a guard, then why do we even have to include it all those times? Except for the compile linking. I think that needs to be redone. Almost like a C++ reboot. Make a newer one. Hmm. Hmm. All right. So I got that. That's all that does. This one has that. I need the windows. Do I need FOW world in there? Yes, I do. All right, let's go here. Here is CPP. Game CPP. P health undeclared. CPP 12. Well, we're making progress, that's for sure. Okay, line 12. What do we got? P health. Where's my P health, man? Where is P health? It's got to be here somewhere. You know why? Because that's in player. And we have our player reference. So when this started, where's it at? When we start game, right here, we need to do that. Initialize game. So right here, that's created here, but it's in the G object. So game.start. Oh. Oh, man. I'm gonna end up putting this is gonna be a big mess. I'm gonna end up with like a service locator and everything in here. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Mm. This is crazy. I should have just stuck to C and just learned C++ in another program. Okay, going forward. Okay. So what was it again? P health. So we need the player on that. So we need the player. Where's our player reference? Do we have a new player? Yes. Got the player. So the problem is, we only got it. We only need one of these. So wherever it's needed, it's gonna have to be passed in, or when another object needs it, it's gonna have to get it from game. So we're gonna have to put like a get player just to get that. And actually, we're gonna need this because that's the original object. So we're gonna have to well, game has this though, but we still need that. Pass G back into start. The wheels are turning. All right, so where are we at? Let's do this. CPP. Right up here somewhere, right here. So we need player ref. Player ref.phealth. Is that it? Let me see. Entity. They're all private, so we're gonna need a getter. Just an int. What's tempting just to put it all in a struct and return it. Let me just make this so it's see get see, this is what this probably needs to be a lambda. Well, no, because you can't. You couldn't call it. All right, never mind. So get P health. Health. There'll be a const there. So then we need what? Player site radius, everything, I guess. Copy that. I wonder if I could just return this. Just get it out of that. Oh, probably not. Alright, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we need, well, 13, we need player too. One more. Oh, I'm so tempted just to make those static public. Some of those need to be. Like player, that's just a little, let me see that. Give me that. Give me that. Put it right here. Give me that. Static. Whoops. Player. There we go there. Oh, wait, that was supposed to be player health. Oops. Whoa. Come on. See, that's another thing that should be static. I guess I had one too many. Did I miss one? Health, PX, old X, PY, old PY. I think I just did one too many. So that, okay, get health. Player. Oh man, I did it in the entity age. Oh, wasn't supposed to do that. Oops. Sitting here writing all the functions. Uh, I had a job one time for 2 months. I did stuff like this, the same thing. It was what, 500 lines of just or files of stuff like this. Oh, it was so boring. I have a video of it where I'm at work and it just shows me doing it. But I had to test APIs. That's what it was. And I would just do something with some lines, just copy paste from this into that and that into this and change this and then run it with Postman. And that was it, man. There's like 500 of these files. It was crazy. It took like a couple months to do it. It was nuts. So boring. And I took that job and they told me they saw Razor pages on my resume. So that's ASP.NET. And so they said I was going to be creating some Razor pages, converting old stuff over. And that's what I'd done on my previous job. But when I got there, it was all this junior level stuff, and the job ended up lasting a couple months, 2.5 maybe. And I was just, it wasn't for senior work, and none of my inputs were being taken seriously. You know, the boss was like some drill sergeant from the Marine Corps, and we didn't get along. You know, first time he starts raising his voice, that's it for me. I'm just too old to put up with that stuff. So that didn't go well, and ended up, I said, yeah, it's not for me. 2.5 months in that first 90 days, that's what that's for, to see if you're a fit or not. And I just think they misrepresented that, you know. So, but yeah, that was the last time I was a software engineer. Ended like that. And I just had enough and went off grid. No, actually, that's when I came back off from the sabbatical. I was looking for land to buy, but I ended up taking a job to get more money. But that's when I started my YouTube page. It was down in Texas. I was at that point I was homeless, living on a in a what do you call those? The streets that are just a circle. What is it? A court or something like that. I can't even remember. Okay, what am I doing? Is this ready? Is this ready? I need to save that. Okay, none of these. All they do is return stuff. Uh, okay, so we got all that. What else? We have no access to these except in our own methods. This, I don't know about. I don't know if we could do that or not. If we can just access this with a class name. That's what you do in C sharp. Just class name dot player, and then I'll give you that. Okay, let's go. See what's going on. My battery's getting low again. But I am making progress, and I am happy about that. Because even though it's frustrating, it's still fun. I still like it. Oh no, what did I do now? Game. Okay. Player P health. Cannot access private memory declared in class player. Oh, that's right. I never changed it to the getter, did I? Well, good grief. Okay, get P health. That's what we need. All right, where's that? Oh, wait. Good grief. My ears are hurting from these headphones. Okay, game CPP line 12. Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so instead of that, we need player ref dot get um what is it, P health? Like that. There. See if that passes. There. Oh shoot. Alright, come on. Okay, 14 syntax error there. So we got past that error. We got a dot here on 14. Yeah, world. There is no world. It should be world ref, which that is not going to pass because I don't think we did anything on these. Well, no, if we have a reference, it should pass because clear info section should be in here. Right there. Public here. Are these being set? It should be entity characters. Yeah. Oh man, where's it at? Yeah, that should work. All right, let's go here. Build that up all the way. What else we got? World, clear info section. We cannot access the protected member. CPP 14. What is it? Game? 14, where you at, man? World ref. Is world ref instantiated? Okay, we do not have that because it's in. Where's it at? Game age. Where's our world ref at? Here it is right here. It's in game, it's private. Yikes. Yeah, we can't. Okay, that needs to be Not private. Well, no, because we should have access in our own functions. Where are we at here on 12? So inside game, we should have access to the private variables. World ref. So we created. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. See, this is one of those things. So inside game, we should though. So right here, world ref equals world. It's actually not a reference. Do I need the parentheses? Um, Because you see how player ref is working. Where's our console at? Oh, there it is. Hmm. All right. Oh. So let's see. Okay, 14. We'll draft out clear info section. Cannot access protected memory declared on class world. Oh yeah, it's because it's not derived. This is a public, so it's got to be public. Yikes. All right. Okay, so let's go here. So some of these will have to be public. The initializations shouldn't, but these have to be. And let's see, where's my age? Yeah. So, where's it at? Draw world, draw border, initialize. These are all protected. But yeah, updating info and all that, that might have to be in other places. So these will have to be public. I do like the separation though of the H and the CPP files. I do kind of like that. Right screen router console. I don't think that needs to be. Clear info section does. Right info to screen, no. Okay. And some of these, like the count characters in string, I mean, that has nothing to do that with this class. I mean, that could be used anywhere. That's what you would put in just a miscellaneous class. Kind of like ends up like a junk drawer. It's usually not good. And then get tile at and set tile at. I think that's only used in here. Not sure about that. See that. Game. What do we got there? Okay, 25. Game CPP. Yeah, C++ is a lot more intricate than other languages from what I'm seeing. So player, there is no player. It's going to be a player ref. There. This is going to be world. Draw FOW, that's going to be fog of war. The screen, that's world. Right screen buffer to console. That's a protected memory. You're not going to be able to do that. Um, it shouldn't be public. Right screen buffer to console. Anyway. We'll do it for now. So that's probably going to be a screen object anyway, all this stuff. This might be some kind of logging object. I'm really taking this into the weeds. Let's get all this. Get world ref. We don't have that anymore. It's going to be this. Copy that. Okay, now we can do the there. There. Oh man. Let's see. There. There. That. Fog of war ref. We don't need that. That's initialization. Screen width. All right, so far we're getting. I gotta go. My battery's getting low. We're making progress though. Gotta iron out a few more things, but we're doing it. All right, player update. Can I access? Yeah. Okay, we're into that protected thing again. Oh. All right, I'm gonna call this one. I gotta charge up my battery, get these dogs fed. Hey, if you're hanging in there with me, I appreciate it. I'm learning a lot doing this. I didn't plan on doing this, going off on the deep end like this, but I do like it. I enjoy learning and I enjoy this, and I'm glad you came along. Hit that thumbs up if you like it. Like Coding Jesus said, if you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down twice and subscribe if you're not. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.